MC today. According to statistics, the output value of Taiwan's machinery and equipment industry in 2021 was about 37.4 billion US dollars, while export value surpassed 33 million US dollars, and it's increased by 27% compared with the previous year. Therefore, it's telling us one very important thing. That the international market and the demand for machinery is gradually recovering after COVID-19. Facing the EU's aggressive push for net zero carbon emissions, competition for economic opportunity in export can only be secured through advanced preparation and in anticipation of future demand from international markets. As a result, today we are very lucky to have 3 speakers from the mechanical field here to share their precious insight and experience with everyone. First, please allow me to introduce you Mr. Zhang Jingfeng, the General Manager of Buffalo Company. It started as a trading company and was later transformed to a metal processing manufacturer. It also manufactures intelligent machines and has won many awards. And our speaker said, "I am a madman who loves machines so much." Now, Mr. Zhang, please share something with us.
Hello there. Welcome to the Forum of Intelligence, Technology Trend, and Business Opportunity of Green Machine Tools. Today, I'm going to share the information by telling how AXILE designed the digital intelligent automation machines, and then finally to come out with how we calculate the carbon, and then also the way to support you, how to save your energy. That's about me. And no matter it is from end user end or manufacturer, we know that for a better future, upgrade and innovation is definitely the only way. So upgrade, we're talking about from standard machines become 4th generation, and then the intelligent automation. So when we're talking about the automation, if you compare with digital intelligent automation, what's the difference? The big difference is the digital intelligent automation machine is going to share all the information from the machines. It is not only a CNC signal, but also machine condition and pneumatic, also hydraulic system, which means all the condition of the machine you are going to get, and then you can use these data to come out with the information and then share with the management, which you will be able to do strategy and also make your plan. Of course, reliability is such an important issue for machine tools, especially when you consider automation machines. So definitely reliability is one of the issues that we will study. Then we're talking about the 4th industrial revolution. It is, of course, based on the TQM, total quality management. Only by this way you can then match perfectly. Here to give you an outline about the 4th industrial revolution. So the idea is that no matter business, you have one factory in one city, or several factories in one city, or you may have a global company. You have several factories in several different countries. If all the machines meet the standard of 4th generation, then you will be able to share all the machine data and machine information to the cloud, and then go back to the headquarter management and planning department. So this is the way how you are going to save and control all the production plan. That's the first very important concept that you may like to know. Definitely, with this information, then you will be able to do something like AI monitoring data. You will be able to have 2 weeks prior service notice just to make sure that you don't wait until the machine breaks down and then waiting for the parts, waiting for the service, and then it takes too long. If you have a 2 weeks prior notice, then definitely you have time enough to find the proper time and invite the technician to come to do the service. Of course, from client side, from the customer side, you will be able to do a very good control from the supply chain as well as the sales whenever they go to the client. When they talking to the people, they will be able to have the capability that they will be able to tell the client delivery time as well as the price right away. By this way, you will be able to be much better, faster, and much better service supplier for the customer. So how to do it, roughly speaking, is that all the machine is built by all the sensor. Because all the sensor catch the condition of every condition of the machines. So based on this condition, which we call data, based on this data, then through the AI calculation in the server, it become information. Then go to the management, so the management will be able to do their planning. This is the whole idea to meet 4.0. And from manufacturing side of the machines, if the end user will share the information with the manufacturer, then manufacturer will be able to do a very good service because whenever one of the components is fail or break, you have 2 weeks prior notice. So service people will be able to know much earlier, prepare the right parts, deliver to your hand, and then make an appointment without any delay. So this is one of the better service to prevent your automation line breakdown and then destroy for a few days. And so when we start design the machines, it is such an important procedure that we know from most of the manufacturer, they will do the simulation from their CAD design. Of course, this is a very important procedure. But when you go to the pattern factory, when you produce the casting after machining and then assemble the machines, how do you know the condition is identical to your CAD design? So static model is definitely very important to prove that the performance and the simulation is identical. So it makes sure that the result of the machine is going to meet your original design. So this is just to give you an idea. So we use all different kind of sensor and catch all the condition on the machines. So it will be able to know machine condition in time. So with this information, then we give it to the analyzer, which is the AI system, to the analyzer, and then you will be able to convert into information shared to the management. Go a little bit further down. So when we have all the sensor to monitor not only the CNC data, but also liquid, which means including all the hydraulic or the air, and then also the wearing components. Then you know the condition of all the parts exactly. Then you would like to know the life about the machines. So you have so-called of MTBF, and this is really a simulation. So you give two different conditions, for example, half G and 1G acceleration. By this way, then you will be work out your MTBF value. But this is, of course, an value of simulation. So after that, you may like to do a long-time experiment to approve that the simulation meet the value of simulation. Then you can give it to the customer precisely. And come down to here, as we say, we use many of the sensor, and then through the art analyzer become big data, and then with the AI calculation, then you get all the information shared to the cloud, and then management can use that. Which means not only people working in the company, but also if the management go home and they would like to know in-time information, they will be able to use their portable device like their pad, like their computer or their iPhone. They can check right away. But one condition very important is that the information coming out and shared with management should meet one standard. For European market, it is today called OPCUA. It's contributed by Cesimu. They call UMATI. You have to meet this standard, and then anytime when you sell one machine to one of the factory, they provide already 4.0 system. They will be able to exchange the information with all the different brand of the machines. So that is one thing very important. You make sure you want to do this way. Then let's go further to know how the monitoring system works. So with the ART system, the monitoring system, you have two levels to see. The first level is immediately you are going to see all the machine under control. Their working condition you can see right away. Then you go further down, go to the second level. You can see every components by showing the figure. So you have all these figures, you know what's going on with the machines. And these data, as I mentioned earlier, you will be able to see on the portable device. And this is the core function and benefit about the ART system. We have 9 core functions. As you can see here, including intelligent management. This is what we call the information center. After you collect all these raw data and then come to here through the AI calculation, you get all the information, which is very important information for management to do their plan, as I mentioned already. And these 9 functions, which is based on CNC, based on mechanical condition, based on liquid or different kind of material, come out with a different report. So this is first step about the design. Then I would like to go further. It is also important about the life estimation of the machines. We all know when you try to get a big order, you like to know how long is the machine can run continuously. So lifetime becomes such an important issue, as well as utilization of the machines. It is not only to see your productivity, but also to know that if you can meet the target time that you would like to deliver the job back to the customer. So all this information you can find from the ART system. Power consumption, which definitely is becoming very important today as we are talking about the ESG globally. And every equipment, it costs some of the power. But things important is if you are using the machine under the best condition, it is so important. And will you be able to know the last 30 days and which days the machine cost more energy because your program is not under perfect condition because your tool is not very good condition. So by looking back 30 days, you will be able to see for certain period of time, you actually cost a lot of energy. And this energy is equal to the carbon you created. It costs you money. So the management may like to know, check every regular cycle, and then you will be able to check if the machining program is right. If you may like to know also how is the tool quality, and then you make sure that your working is perfect. Yes, reliability maintenance, again, just to recommend that whenever you have one of the components is nearly going out, not only from the system that will give it to the management to send back to manufacturer side, but also the operator, he will get a text message right away. So he knows that there is one of the components nearly out. And then he can make the appointment and then fix the machines and make sure that the machine is working perfectly. So talk again about energy management. Energy, again, this is related to the carbon reduction, as we are talking a lot today. And later on, I'm going to share you directly the information from Malaysia. Then you know, even you have a big power machines, how you are going to save your energy. So from AXILE, we have all different kind of automation machines, the 5-axis. And we just want to make sure that every machine can run 24/7, which means that this is a digital intelligent automation. It is no longer a traditional long working line. You have one line with many machines, but if one machine is broken, then whole production line is stopped. So this is a totally different concept. And why is 5-axis machine? Because 5-axis machine, you can put one working piece on the table and then you can complete all the machining job already. And then also very important is about the tool life prediction, which is included in our art system. Tool life, which means under which condition the tool is working properly. If it is not, then you have to change the tool. So we keep monitoring the tool condition. And then in case one of the tool is out of the standard, you will get also the message. So it makes sure that you have the machine always cutting under a good condition. So following is after the raw data, and then the AI calculation come out with such kind of report. So the management will be very easy to know how the machine being applied, how the machine being used. For example, this single machine which we sold to one of the local customer. And when we get the message, you can find two things immediately. What's going on with the x-axis here and y-axis, and also z-axis is not moving, which means the machine is not using. Why is not using? The management may like to know. And then the other hand, we would like all the axes to move almost the same distance, because then you know that the machine is always under a normal condition. Not only one axis being applied very open, but the other axis is not. When we see this table here, you can see y-axis travel a lot, almost 2.5 times than the x-axis, also z-axis. But the x-axis, the biggest axis, is not moving. Why is that? That's the program issue. So you like to know, you like to change the program and tell the people, and then you know how to perform a best condition. Again, this is also the same machine, and to show the axis movement by showing per date. And then it will be very easy for the management to figure out something is wrong with some certain day, so he can then take the action. And here is about the lubrication. Oil can create a lot of problem. Or if the lubrication oil go to coolant system, of course, our machine, we don't use liquid coolant, liquid hydraulic. But if the lubrication go to coolant water, then you are going to create a lot of, a huge quantity of rubbish coolant. And then all these coolant, they are dirty, they are not okay to throw away anywhere. So it costs you, again, a lot of money. So you may like to check how is the condition of the lubrication system. Again, the ART system provide such kind of information for you. Today, I'm taking just some example just to make sure you know that how this other system is supporting the client to use a machine properly. Then here, this machine is a high-speed machine. It is at the top speed, 20,000 RPM, as you can see here. But from the record, you see something very strange. The client use always around 4,000 to 8,000 RPM. Why is that? It is only a very traditional cutting knowledge. They use always very low RPM tools. In other words, they don't do high-speed machining. Also, their performance won't be very good. Their removal rate is low, and then under this condition, how can they produce high productivity? It is not possible. So with such kind of information also to share with the management, and then he can let his production people improve it and make a better job. Yes, here also to see about the spindle, you can see very strange condition. The spindle running 0.1 to 0.5 hours. Always the spindle only running such a short time. And then the speed being changed very often, which means that his job is always working in a certain speed. And this is not a very good condition. You want always running at the high end, and then you can change the speed and then perform the best condition on the working pieces. So again, information for management. And here also very important, as a CNC machine, it is especially 5-axis. It is so sensitive about the spindle bearing temperature and the room temperature. You want to make sure that the temperature rise of the spindle bearing is under control. And from our standard, it is always maximum 5 degrees. So you know that the room temperature is around 21 to 25 on this date. And then here you can see the spindle bearing you detect already. It is 26 to 30. So it is working under normal condition. It is good. But you find also something wrong here, something higher than 5 degrees. Then better you go back and check the program, see what's going on, and then improve it. So with all this kind of information, it is to improve the productivity. It is to improve the production quality. Then the energy consumption, this is later on you will see an equation. Then you will understand why this energy need to be calculated, why need to be summarized. And then at the end, you know that you are creating lots of carbon, which means cost the factory a lot of money. And here, this machine, the maximum power is 28.3 kilowatt. But the average is running at 14.4. It looks not bad, but can we do it better? Of course. If you go back to the earlier slide, we can see he is always running at maximum 8,000 RPM. Under this condition, he is trying to do heavy cut. He is not doing the high-speed cutting. With high-speed cutting, you are going to take a lighter the power. you are going to then create it lower, much lower the average energy waste. So this is one way that we would like to share with the management also. Now, coming down from here, I'm sharing one of the paper which is published in 2015, talking about the energy consumption in Malaysia, and this is how the city of Johor Bahru. This city here, they consider all these three kind of carbon emission coming out. And then this is here we can see mainly this carbon is coming out from the fuel. And come down here, this is a normal calculation list, a normal check-in procedure. So in general speaking, for machine tool user, we are here. So machine tool user also being considered if we are creating too much carbon. And the equation is here, but this equation is actually for the fuel. And how about the machine tool? Very easy. There is a formula. So if the carbon is coming from the kilowatt of power, you create it, multiple by 0.741. This is for Malaysia. For Taiwan, is different. For Taiwan, is 0.502. And then you know how you use the machine, how cost you created the carbon, and then how much you have to pay. So with all this kind of information, the end user will be able to find out a better way to save the energy, to save the money. Again, this is only to tell you that in Johor Bahru, this city, they consider from fuel and then from industry. So from industry has been considered. So we have to be very carefully how you use the machines. It comes down to the conclusion, and art system is going to create lots of benefit. From production side, it ensures the machine production under a very clear condition. The end user will be able to know how is the situation of the machines. And then also you will be able then increase the utilization, and then your cutting speed. Then you can optimize the performance of the machines. Of course, the most important, and also it relate to your energy, is to deliver a message 2 weeks prior notice. And then you can exactly know that the machine is working under a very good condition. So this is information that I would like to share with you regarding the updated machines and the carbon issue. I hope it helped you and it share you some information benefit you. Thank you very much.